What's up, guys? Well, with winter rapidly approaching here, I decided to build myself an indoor range. Drew up a plan, came up with an idea for basically a 10-foot net because my ceilings in my garage are about 10 feet, and I wanted a range mat, but I didn't know which kind to get. So I decided on a specific one, put the plan together, got all the pieces, put it together, and this is my review of my indoor range. First part of my review, I wanted to do on my new range mat. I got it from a company called realfield.com. Owner's name is Jay. Really nice guy, great with correspondence, really quick with emails. As you can see, it looks like a normal range mat, but if you stick your finger down in it, turf all the way down to the first pinky knuckle. Another good thing about these mats is you can take any tee and just stick it in the mat and it'll hold a ball. Assortment of tees here, small all the way up to 3 1/4 inches, and you just stick them in the mat and they're sturdy enough that they will hold a ball. You can do that with any size tee you want, even these little ones, even one of these big hourglass shaped do-jobbers. It's not as deep as the grass, obviously, so you're not going to make it all the way down to the shoulder of those. But quality of the mat, it works. So I'm happy with it. Another thing that comes with this is the Dura-Tee. It's basically a plastic tee. It's supposed to hold up really well. That one you can see. It'll hold a ball in the mat as well, just like that. And then it comes with one of these little plastic in-ground tee things. You can just stick whatever kind of tee in there you want. If you want to use your little hourglass shaped ones, you can just stick it in there, and then you have your normal height. So it comes with basically all the bells and whistles that a normal range mat comes with, but the mat itself is a lot better. It comes also with these birdie balls. Haven't really had a chance to try them out, but I've seen YouTube videos and they look like a lot of fun. So if you want to read more into those, go to birdieball.com or just check out YouTube. You'll find a bunch of different videos on the birdie balls. Another very good point about this mat is they're so heavy. I think the shipping weight was 35 pounds. They're so heavy that you can hit any club you want off them as long as it's long enough. I got a 4x5 just because I wanted to be able to hit my driver off of it. Without this frame that I built for it, it weighs 35 pounds. It was plenty enough not to move when I would swing, even hit my driver. So don't be worried about the weight and it shifting if you don't want to build a frame for it. I just had an idea when I first put all this together. I wanted to build a frame for it so it had a little bit more stability, and I didn't have to lean the mat up against the wall every time and worry about it buckling, and then I have to hit off a wavy surface when I pull it away from the wall. So I built the frame, and it's very solid. It's probably upwards of 70 pounds now, and it definitely isn't going anywhere. Another really good point about this mat is with these thick fibers, you can tell if you hit a fat shot. So if you come down behind the ball, it's going to severely diminish your club head speed into the ball, and you're going to get all kinds of fat shots. And on the other side, if you hit a ball, grass, ground, you're going to feel that too. You're going to feel a nice crisp hit off the ball and a nice deceleration into the ground. I've only hit a couple dozen balls off of my Realfield golf mat, but so far I love it. It's so much better than any of the range mats you find at any golf course anywhere. It's probably as nice as hitting off of a fairway. So if you're in the market for a really nice mat, check out realfieldgolfmats.com. We're going to take a look at the rest of the range. The next part of it is this carpet right here. I got it from Lowe's. It cost 20 bucks. It's a 8x6 just indoor outdoor type carpeting. It's great for when the balls hit the net, they hit the concrete floor, and the ball's just dead immediately. if anything, it'll roll back to the corner of the mat right here, and then it'll stop, and the ball is lined up ready for me to grab the next one. So yeah, 20 bucks at Lowe's. Cheap little indoor outdoor carpeting. Obviously you can see it's taped down so it doesn't move when I pull my car in. Now for the part of the range that makes it a range, the net. I got this net from GOUROCK.com, GOUROCK.com. Mine is a 10 by 10 net. When I first got it out of the box, it didn't look like a 10 by 10. I was like, oh, you know, maybe they sent me the wrong net. But once I get it hung and it's stretched out, it's definitely a 10 by 10. You can see these ceilings; they're definitely 10 feet tall. So definitely a 10 by 10. The blue part is just a bed sheet that I put in there. So when I do my penny drills, the pennies don't go flying through the window that you can see it's back there. So that's why the bed sheet's there. Putting this thing together was fairly simple and straightforward. I just used a piece of 10-foot PVC. It's 1 1/4 370 psi PVC, just to hold up to the weight of the net, which it's not really all that heavy, but you know, I just wanted something so I could be sure about it. First step I did was I drilled 5 holes in the PVC for these 4-inch eye bolts. I drilled them straight through, attached them with wing nuts, and that's your basic mounting area for the net. After that, I put these little carabiners on here. There's 5 of those as well. Oh, by the way, all these parts I got at Lowe's, so your local Lowe's ought to be able to help you with your project. Anyways, back to the build. These carabiners, there's 5 of them. They're just low weight carabiners. Like I said, this net's not very heavy at all, so you don't have to have any industrial strength climbing carabiners to hold the net up. It's really light. It's just hanging on 5 bicycle hooks, drilled directly into the studs. So obviously it needed to be able to take some weight, and I didn't want to put it into the drywall because that wouldn't hold it for nothing. So I put it all the way into the beams, spaced them out nice and even, and I've hit probably 1,000 balls into it already and not even showing any signs of wear. So it's a good quality build, good quality net. You can see here it's got the braids in each link, and on the outside it's got this braided rope border. I highly recommend getting it. It helps with installing it or hanging it, or whatever you want to do with it. It just gives a more solid place to hang it. Now for the part you guys have been wondering about. What's this string for? Now, I built a retract mechanism on my net so I can pull my car in and out of the garage. I ran a string up and through every one of the eyelets, one going that way, one going that way, and it comes down the side along the braided rope and attaches down to a piece of PVC on the very bottom. So I have a retractable net. Now, in order to use it, I'm going to do full string. All the way up to the top. Find a spot to tie it off, and there you go. You have a retractable net. This is the end of the review of my indoor garage range. Hopefully you guys got enough information you can go out and build your own. It's really nice. I love it. I come out here and hit every day, every night after work. You know, I'm just out here hitting golf balls, trying to get better, like probably most of us are. Remember, the mat is from RioFieldGolfMats.com. The net is from GOUROCK.com, and the mounting hardware and the mat down there at the bottom, all from Lowe's.